I just want to go over the cast iron when I see it here. We'll see what kind of condition it's in.
And you marked it out on the grass?
I marked it in the grass for the connecting into the city sewer.
Transition.
And I marked just outside this foundation wall for that transition
Okay.
from the cast to the clay.
That's
Yep.
right outside the wall here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 feet, yep. Okay, so let's look at this. That's in pretty decent shape for the age of this house.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of life left on that pipe.
When you say a lot of life,
Yeah, a lot.
what do you mean by that?
It's in good shape.
Well,
Yeah.
how much
Yeah,
life,
you
I
are.
guess, like what
Well,
what is a lot of life?
you know, let me put it this way, I used to work for U.S. Steel, and I was the structural manager over the whole plant in Ecorse, Michigan. And they would ask me the same thing, and I can say, the only thing I can say to you is, functional now, you know, if it was heavily scaled, which it's not, then I could tell you that, you know, you need to look at this every 2 years, every 3 years, every 4 years, because you want to stay ahead of it before it goes. When a line goes like that, no matter what, no matter if it's cast or clay, what happens is if you got a disconnection or a broken pipe, the water goes into the ground saturates so much, and then it starts filling your pipe back up, and that's when you start noticing that this isn't draining like it did, anything. Everything's gurgling when it goes down the drain, all that fun stuff.
That was going on down in Florida, the house?
Yeah.
I see they got this on here, although this line's pretty dirty, so this hasn't been changed in a while, but you definitely need to always have that screen on your discharge hose coming from your washer, because it just turns everything black and gunky. So this area of cast iron is a little bit worse. Yeah, it definitely is. So this is moderately to heavily scaled right here. So you're going to want to, I'll have that in my report, that you're going to want to have a camera inspection probably every 3 to 4 years.
And then what, like you said, what do you do if that does start to get too bad? You hydrojet or?
Well, when it comes to the clay pipe. When it comes to the cast iron, there's nothing you can do.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, descaling this thing with a hydrojet would only make it worse. Yep.
What's the typical lifespan on the cast iron pipes?
You know what? They say it's a lot less than it really is, so
Okay.
you really can't listen to that. I did a job in Detroit probably 3 weeks ago, and the house was built. Yeah, you can see right there. That's really getting bad, especially on the top. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to try to get the insurance. Because the bad thing about this is, this goes under the floor and then out the back. So, you're going to have to trench. They're going to have to dig through the floor, go down 2 feet, 3 or 4 feet wide, dig all that up from the front foundation wall to the back. It's all taken out in buckets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they charge by the foot. So it's expensive. But like I was saying, I was in a house in Detroit. House was built in 1900 exactly. And I came upstairs and they said, well, how's the sewer line look? And I said, couldn't be better if they put it in yesterday. And that's the truth.
What causes that difference between one sewer line and the next?
It's just like everything else. It's like building a house today. Houses are just thrown together. And when you have the proper pitch and you bed the ground correctly for that proper pitch, every single foot out, you should never have a belly if you do it correctly. You should never have this fluctuation of, well, it's lost its pitch in this area. This pipe has definitely lost its pitch in a 2 or 3 different areas. And that water's just standing and
And that was all in the backyard though, right?
yeah,